starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Drop Zone Podcast with your host Anthony Young and my partner in crime, Jeff Walsh. How you doing today, bud?
I would say good, but we fucking lost on Sunday.
Here we
But
go.
we'll get into it later. I would be better. I want to burn this locker room to the fucking ground that I'm sitting in right now. But other than that, I'm doing all right, I
And
guess.
as y'all can tell, I'm back in the office. I knew Jeff was
hmm
going to be in the locker room. I
Yeah,
just
that.
knew that was going to
Yep.
happen.
I'm fucking pissed. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing okay. Work's been kicking my rear end. All to holy hell. But I'm here now in locker room, pissed. How you doing?
Tired, but pretty good. Work's been slow and annoying. We actually got the stream working on the Facebook group finally. After what 2 weeks of it screwing up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
So
finally got it to work.
yeah, Facebook keeps changing the streaming key on us, and it's getting annoying and ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's get into it. Oh, excuse me. Oh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the same as
it's been a
last
long
week.
week.
We're gonna go over our key games of the week. Um, we will talk about Joe Burrow's injury and what that means to the Bengals. Um,
There was actually quite a few key injuries that happened apparently over during the weekend.
yeah, I know. Jaden Daniels is injured. Justin Fields, he's out with a concussion. I
Khalil
might need.
Mack.
Yeah, I might need to start on my list. Like I did a few years ago, my freaking injury list. Uh, but
Well,
yeah, we will talk about. Are sorry, you're good.
I was gonna say, what's the first topic we were to go talk about?
Uh, yeah, I mean, we'll talk about the key games. Um, and first we could start with the Steelers, so I can get this out of the way. Um, because I know Tony loves it, and I'm in the locker room. I'm not happy. Uh,
Because I know when you're in the
so.
locker room, I know what's gonna happen.
hmm So the Seahawks beat the Steelers by 14 points, 31-17, in our home opener. Uh, Sandarnold didn't even look that good. He went 22 for 33, 295 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Gainwell ran all over us. We couldn't stop the run again. He went for 105 yards and touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. He had a good game with 8 receptions, 103 yards, and Cooper Kupp had 90 yards. Aaron Rodgers looked like old man Aaron Rodgers, like we know. He only had 203 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Jalen Warren actually had a decent game and 48 carries, and he also had 86 receiving yards. And the only notable wide receiver was DK Metcalf. He had 20 yards and a touchdown. Our defense looked like shit once again. I don't know what they're doing, what's going on with that. I understand a lot of new pieces, but these guys are veterans. It's not like we threw a bunch of rookies on one team, and now they are looking like absolute garbage. Um, our rookie running back. He didn't know the kickoff rules for some reason, and the
That
ball
puzzled
went.
that has me puzzled. How the fuck you not
mhm.
know the kickoff rule?
The ball landed in the playing area and he just let it go into the end zone, expecting it to be a touchback, and the Seahawks got a free touchdown out of it. So yeah, they got a free 10 points, and at that point, all momentum was on their side, and we completely lost everything that we had going in the game, and yeah, we never recovered from that. Uh, I'm not happy, very pissed of the outcome of this game. I really thought that we could easily beat this team because I think that we are more talented. It's just we don't show it on the football field for some reason, or defense. I'll keep harping on this. I'm not even blaming the offense really too much because our defense couldn't stop. Right now, we can't stop a cold, and it's not even wintertime yet. Um, that's pretty bad. I hope that we turn around eventually. But again, oh, here we go. We got absolutely torched in the run game again. Uh, here's Jason. Let's see what you got to say. Thank you, Jason. We appreciate it. That hope you're doing a bit better with your health care.
Yeah, but I hope you get Jeff informed me of what's going on.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was kind of scary. And I hope you do
Yeah,
get better, buddy.
but yeah, I'm absolutely pissed. I'm so mad. Yeah, I was I was mad when I first went to watch it. They didn't have the Steelers game in my area, which is stupid. I live in Pennsylvania, and they didn't have the game. The two games that they had in my area were the Cowboys and the Giants, and I don't remember the other game because I'm so mad. But it wasn't the Steelers game, and I was really mad at at a certain point. But then seeing the outcome of this game, I'm fine with not even being able to really watch it until I put on NFL Red Zone and I watched it, and they cut in between this game a lot, and I was like, man, we look like ass again. We got to turn around. I don't understand what the fuck's going on. Uh, Mike Tomlin, figure it out because we are not scraping and crawling our way to a fucking 9-8 record with this team that we have. We just can't do that. Tony, you can take it away. I'm I have no words. I just can't. I don't know.
Good lord.
Um, Man, we'll get to the game eventually, Jason.
Um, yeah, I'm really at a loss for words for that game. I mean, that kick return where the kick returner did not know the rules was mind boggling. I, I how do you not know? And what even made it worse was the ball did touch him. So at that point, he should have known he needed to jump on the ball
Hmm.
because it grazed right over his helmet. So for him to just sit there and think, oh well, you know, I'm gonna act like nobody seen that the ball touch me, and we're just gonna no. That only happens on a punt. On a kickoff, you gotta get on the ball. Otherwise, yeah, that's a live ball. So yeah, that I mean, if they haven't returning kicks this weekend, somebody needs to be fired.
Oh, don't worry. Mike Tomlin already came out and said, yeah, he won't be doing that anymore. Good.
But yeah, other than that, yeah, Rogers is like he looked all of his 40 years old or 41 or whatever the hell he is. Um, and the defense, they look like they caught the old man disease as well. So yeah, I mean, I really can't say more than what you already said. So
Yeah, we will move on to your game. What a thrilling game. This is not what I expected.
I don't think anybody
Uh,
expected that.
no, we will talk about your game next. I'll let you go first. I'll read off some stats though if people didn't catch the game or know any stats. Giants Cowboys 37-40 overtime craziness here in Big D. Uh Russell Wilson, what a game. Yeah, you went 30 for 41, 450 yards, three touchdowns, one reception. He also had four carries for 23 yards. Scatterbo, he got in the end zone. He's looking real good. He's pretty much taken over at the RB1. Neighbors had a career game, nine receptions, 167 yards, two touchdowns. Wandale Robinson, what a game from him as well. Eight receptions, 142 yards, and a touchdown. And Darius Slayton, he actually showed up. He had two receptions for 61 yards. And then on the other end, Dak Prescott played another great game, so we can't even shit on him this week again. He's played two good games to start the year. Your guy Dak Prescott showing up. I think he's heard you.
Okay,
They're
okay.
gonna
Let's not toot the guy's horn. It's the regular season. He does this in the beginning of the regular season every single fucking year.
He had 300. He had 361 yards, two touchdowns, and an interception. Javonte Williams, he got in the end zone again on 97 yards. CeeDee Lamb, nine receptions, 112. Ferguson also had nine receptions for 78. George Pickens, fuck you. We had five receptions, 68 yards, and a touchdown. And Kevontae Turpin had four receptions, 47 yards, and a touchdown. Again, I will let you go first since this is your team in the New York Giants. I want to hear your thoughts on the game.
My thoughts on the game was the offense finally showed up. I mean, I can't remember the last time we had a Giants quarterback that threw for 400 yards. I think the last one was probably I don't even think Eli Manning threw for 400 yards. If he did, we might have to look that up one day. Um, the running game's still struggling. Right there, that's showing that's going to be a sore point for the offense. Neighbors and Robinson. I wouldn't have expected anything less from those two. Darius Slayton finally decided he wanted to catch the ball. Um, Overall, the offense, I mean, the only really big mistake that the offense had was that bad interception that Russell Wilson threw in overtime. But other than that, the offense looked great. The defense had a couple of mental lapses, especially in over and towards the end of regulation where they allowed Dak Prescott to scramble to get them more closer into field goal range to kick the game time 64-yard field goal. If the defense was disciplined and he didn't get that scramble off, the Giants probably would have won. It would have ended up winning that game. Overall, I mean, yes, it's a loss, but like I was saying, nobody expected this game to be the way it was. I mean, 77 points combined by both teams is the highest scoring game of the season so far, which was crazy. Well, no, I think the Lions Bears game might have beat them because the Lions put up 52, and I think the Bears put up
21. That's
Oh no,
70.
we still had the highest. That's
Mhm.
70. That's 70.
3.
73. No, 63.
I have
So
a
yeah,
que-
well
I
yeah,
have,
73.
I I have a question. So again, I had to watch that game because of somehow living in PA. I don't get the Steelers game, but left tackle James Hudson, he had a very rough series. I don't know if you were watching it or not. He had like 4 penalties on the same series. One, unnecessary roughness. He struck the Cowboy square in the head, and I think he had like 3 false starts. Again, that just calls to the offensive line's continuous problems and issues. Dable, I think, pulled him actually out of the game.
Yeah, he was benched
Mhm.
after the fourth penalty. He was benched, and I mean, honestly, I can't blame Dayball for benching him because probably if they would have left him in the game, um, yeah, we still lost the game, but we could have probably lost that game in regulation. So I can't fault him for benching him on that. I'm pretty sure any coach would have probably done the same thing.
Mhm.
So yeah, overall, I mean, like I said, the offense showed they had some life, and the defense just got to get more discipline.
Yeah, I like that you ended off with that defense getting more disciplined because, I mean, your whole team kind of needs that because you guys had some costly penalties in key situations. And again, four of them were on Hudson, but then Phillips, your cornerback or your safety, he threw CeeDee Lamb to the ground at at the end of a play, so that was a 15-yard penalty that gave the Cowboys a first down. Um, just some stupid penalties that they made that I'm sure Dave will probably gripped into them about. Uh, which like again I again I did predict that he would get fired mid-season, but I do like him. I like his fieriness and that he doesn't hide to rip into players on the sideline. That is something that I do like about him. But you guys definitely need to just get better on the discipline side. Your defense didn't look too bad. Yes, it gave up 40 points, which obviously isn't ever good. But I mean, again this Cowboys team in the regular season is definitely explosive offense, so it is tough to stop. Uh, Russ shocked me. It made me sick watching him throw for 450 yards. And we have Aaron Rodgers throwing for just barely over 200. Man, did it make me sick. But yeah, I think without those penalties, I think you guys probably win this game. I will say that. Uh, again, it was a great game. Aubrey with the golden leg kicked a 64-yard field goal to send it to overtime. I mean, I don't think that really counts as a loss for you guys. I mean, that was just a great kick, and then yeah, Russ in the key moment he threw an interception, and I just looked it up. If he didn't throw the interception, he would have been the first Giants quarterback in the last 40 years to throw for over 400 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and with no interceptions.
Yeah,
So
like I said, it's been a while since we had a 400-yard passer.
yeah, so a great game. Hopefully, you guys could carry it into the next one. I think you guys are going against who? The Chiefs now.
Yeah, that's at
So
home.
mhm, we'll see how that goes.
That's a
But
Sunday
yeah,
night game.
oh yeah, it is. But yeah. I mean, I'm sure that you were probably thinking, where was this last week? Where was this
It sure
against the
was.
Commanders? Because you guys had a chance to win that game too. Because your defense actually held them in that game.
I mean,
All right,
I'm not
now
gonna lie. I was a little worried because the game started off where it was like, okay, 2 field goals. I'm like, shit, here we go. We
Yep.
can't get in the fucking end zone again. And then next thing you know, it was what 14-3. I was like, what the hell?
hmm Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
Brian.
did a great job in this game, and again, hopefully you guys can just keep carrying this momentum. I think that a lot of Giants fans will be happy if, I mean, obviously it's never great to lose in the NFL, but if you guys are losing by like 3 points, 7 points, and you guys are at least looking competitive, I think that's what Giants fans do kind of want to look for and see out of this team because they've looked kind of just very uncompetitive in these past few years with Daniel Jones. And again, we will talk about him in a little bit, uh, which I'm sure made you sick this week as well, seeing that he won again. But we will get into the ass whooping of the week. Bears and Lions, as we just mentioned, 21-52. Lions destroy the Bears. They look back like their normal offense again. It looked like uh, Ben Johnson was back on their sideline instead of on the opposing sideline. Caleb Williams didn't look that great. 19 for 30, 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, and interception. DeAndre Swift, he got in the end zone with 63 yards. Roma Dunze, he has every reception for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. DJ Moore was almost damn near invisible. Uh, he had 5 receptions for 46 yards. And now everybody on the fucking, I almost said Cowboys, the Lions wanted to score, I guess. Jared Goff, 23 for 28, 334 yards and 5 touchdowns. Gibbs also had a touchdown and 94 yards rushing. Dave Montgomery also had a rushing touchdown. The two-headed monster both got a touchdown with 57 yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 9 receptions, 115 yards, and 3 touchdowns. James Williams, he also had a touchdown, 108 yards. And Brock Wright, he had 3 catches for a 20-yard touchdown. Like I just said, this team, I guess they just had a rough week one. They needed to figure some things out with their new offensive coordinator. That's okay. And they destroyed the Bears here. I mean, I don't know. I ain't got much to really say. Um, again, Lions look like that. They're back to being one of the top teams in the NFC after throwing up a dud in week one against the Packers, which, to be fair, the Packers then on Thursday shut down the Commanders in a game that I wasn't expecting to be as much of a blowout as it was. So that Packers defense looks like it's for real. So the Lions get a bit of a pass for how they looked in week one. Got a new offensive coordinator and working some things out. They get a huge win at home against the division rival Bears, and the Bears fall to 0-2 on the young season.
Well, I got a question for you.
Oh boy.
Do you, do you think that was a message sent to Ben Johnson from the Lions?
Yeah, I think that was like, all right, we're going to use everything that you implemented and we're going to use it against you. And clearly, that Bears defense could not stop them at all. I think that was a huge message.
Because to me, I think it was kind of a message, and it wasn't. To me, it was a message of they're showing you, hey, we don't need you, but at the same time, it was a kind of way of saying, we did miss you from the week before.
Yeah, because they clearly missed him last week. Because I think that game against the Packers would have been way different if they had Ben Johnson. But again, a new OC, it takes a little bit to get him implemented. I understand they had the whole preseason, but it's different when it's live action and it's actual the defensive starters playing. So again, I give them a bit of a pass from week one. But yeah, this was a huge message. to Ben Johnson of like, hey, this is what you get for leaving us. You're gonna get your ass kicked.
Or at least leaving us for the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears out of all teams. I don't have any thoughts on this game or not, or if you want to move on.
Yeah, we can move on. That was the only question I was just wondering if you felt like it was a message.
All right. All right. Now the game. I'm kind of glad Jason is out and he's not here watching. Because he would be blowing up the comment section right now.
Oh, give him
Uh,
time.
yeah. Broncos Colts. And an absolutely thrilling game. The Broncos lose to the Colts 28-29. On my bingo card, I did not have the Colts starting 2-0 with I was saying with Daniel Jones as the starting quarterback.
I don't think anybody did.
I know you certainly didn't. Bo
Hell no.
Nix, he went 20. He went 22 of 30, 206 yards, 3 touchdowns, and reception. J.K. Dobbins got in the end zone on 14 carries for 76 yards. Troy Franklin, who the hell is that? Had 8 receptions, 89 yards, and touchdown. Marvin Mims Jr. had 2 receptions for 24 yards and touchdown. Notice I don't have Cortland Sutton because he had 1 catch for 6 yards on my fantasy team. 1 reception for 6 yards. I have Bo Nix as my QB. I'm like, oh, this will be a great stack this year. They've done fucking nothing together so far. I'm pissed, and I lost it. And that's the one that I have a lot of money in. I'm pissed. Daniel Jones, Indiana Jones, as Jason called him. 23 for 34, 316 yards, 1 touchdown, and he also had a rushing touchdown, so he had 2 touchdowns total. Jonathan Taylor, my God, he was he was hey, and he didn't trip over the turf, so give him another cookie. 25 carries for 165 yards. He was running all over this Broncos defense, which we thought were going to be a lot better this year. He also had 2 catches for 50 yards and touchdown. Tyler Warren once again led their team in receiving yards with 76. Alec Pierce had 68 on 4 receptions, and Josh Downs had 6 for 51. Now, again, I can see you're not happy that Daniel Jones won again.
I
I
find it
know.
hysterical. I mean, let's pump the brakes. It's the beginning of the season. It's only week 2.
Yeah, but this is against a legitimate defense that we came into this season saying that it's going to be a top 5 defense, and he played well. He had 316 passing yards, and he didn't turn the ball over at all, which was his big issue there with
Uh,
the Giants.
and again, a dead clock is right twice a day.
Well, it's been like 2 weeks in the NFL season. I'm just saying. I know that you don't want to hear it, but he did play good.
Yes, he played good. Dak Prescott plays good. But we all know how this is going to turn out. I mean, we do. Let's be honest. We all know how this is going to turn out.
He will eventually have a week of throwing 5 receptions and he'll have the 100-yard passing game, and then me and you will be laughing here on this podcast, and Jason will be defending him till his fingers fall off typing. That's fine. But as of right now, I will give credit to where credit is due. He did play a good game.
Yeah, he played a decent game.
But again, I think that the talking point is more on the Broncos. The Broncos had this game. They definitely should have won this game. That defense looked not great again, letting Daniel Jones do what he did to him, and again with Jonathan Taylor rushing for 165 yards is, I don't know, to me unacceptable with a defense that got better this offseason. Did not look like it at all. I don't know if you have any comments about this game or not, with how the Broncos lost to the Daniel Jones led fucking Colts.
Like I said, I mean, yes, the Broncos didn't look like a team that we picked. Contend for the conference. But again, it's only week 2. A lot of teams are still working on some kinks. Obviously, the Broncos defense is working out some stuff. The offense looked, fairly decent. I mean, other than Sutton, but let's see how things look come like in October. Was after it's been a full week, a full month of the season's gone by. You know, now if the Broncos defense still like this come October and November, yeah, then we're gonna have issues. But yeah, let's just pump the brakes.
Yep, just like all issues with the fucking Steelers if defense still looks that bad. Because I'm going to a game in November and I'll be face to face with these motherfuckers. All right, last game that and we're gonna talk about every game. I mean, a lot of these games this week were kind of underwhelming, to say the least. Uh, Ravens killed the Browns. Derrick Henry looked like a piece of fucking walking turd garbage. For some reason, they didn't want to use him. I don't. Yep, the Pittsburgh Steelers, absolutely. But yeah. Again, we will talk about Joe Burrow after this game. Eagles and Chiefs Super Bowl rematch. Uh, Again, underwhelming a little bit actually. 20-17. Jalen Hurts, he only threw for 101 yards, and they won the game. He had a rushing touchdown. Saquon had 88 rushing yards and a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, 187 yards, a touchdown, one interception, and he had 66 rushing yards, which led the team in a touchdown. Travis Kelce, or Travis Swift, for 61 yards. And who the hell is this guy? Tyquan Thornton. He got that passing touchdown from, or he caught the passing touchdown from Patrick Mahomes.
Well, considering all the injuries the receiving core has in Kansas City, we're gonna get some no names.
hmm
Especially with them planning a wedding, and Travis Kelsey running into teammates and injuring them.
Hey, he didn't do that this week, so give him a cookie.
No, but he
He's
did
not.
get mad and throw the helmet.
hmm But he didn't. He didn't injure his teammate. That's all that matters this week. Again, a very underwhelming game. Everyone was hyping this game up to be a instant classic. It was a score of 20-17. The fucking QBs combined to pass for 188, or sorry, 100, yeah, no, 288 passing yards. What a riveting game. Uh, Daniel Jones had more passing yards than those two combined. Uh, I'll just say, just fact that out. Russell Wilson had way more combined. I don't understand did what happened with what this game looks like. Both teams were just kind of half awake out there, going through the motions of absolutely every play. It was honestly, it again. We're only 2 weeks in, but it's going down as one of the most disappointing games of the young season so far. With how much it was hyped up, ESPN couldn't stop talking about it. Oh, Super Bowl rematch! This is gonna be a great game. It was a snooze fest. It was absolute snooze fest. I mean, unless you're a
Not gonna
fan of
just not gonna argue with that.
unless you're a fan of the Eagles or the Chiefs, uh, that's the only way it was entertaining for you. I know I fell asleep during it. That's just me. I mean, I was up all day, so that's probably why as well. But it really was a very entertaining game. Again, for them hyping it up as much as they did, it was very lackluster. So nothing to really talk about. Eagles. you're luckily 2-0. I mean, the fucking Cowboys should have beat them week one in Thursday Night Football if CeeDee Lamb didn't eat popcorn on the sidelines while having his gloves on. And this game could have easily been a loss for them as well. But the Chiefs shockingly go not too shockingly go 0-2. We knew that they were going to have a struggle this year. But yeah, again, a lackluster game from two teams that people see as Super Bowl contenders.
Um, I too did fall asleep watching this game. I'm not gonna lie. I actually just shut everything down and went to fuck to bed. I was like, "Fuck this shit. This shit's fucking boring." It's even hard to discuss because there's really no good points in this game.
No, it was just boring. It was so lackluster.
I mean, it was nice to see Jalen Hurts actually find AJ Brown because he didn't find him last week. But yeah,
I mean, he barely fucking found anybody. AJ Brown had 27 reception yards. 27. He had 5 receptions for 27 yards.
it's. I don't know if it was because it's the beginning of the season or what. I mean, yeah, this game was hyped up more than what it should have been. Which I mean, in all due respect, I mean, Super Bowl, repeat. Yeah, it's they was going to hype it up, but this game was just this was beyond a snooze fest. I probably would have rather. I mean, even the Vikings and Falcons game was a little bit more exciting than that shit.
But at a certain point, I enjoyed watching the Cardinals and Panthers play more than this game. And that says something. You know that. Sorry, I just want to throw a fun fact in there. You know that matchup with Young and Kyler Murray is the shortest QB matchup in the Super Bowl era.
Really,
Yeah, that is the shortest QB matchup ever.
did not know that.
Yeah, they are that short that they set a fucking record.
Well, we know Kyler Murray is short. I joke about it all the damn time.
Yeah, they both stand at 5'11".
Alrighty then.
So I'm taller than them.
I'm definitely taller than him.
Oh, sorry. On Google, Young is 5'10", and Kyler Murray is 5'11". Excuse me.
They just made him shorter.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when you lose, I guess they minus a little inch off of you. But yeah, what a snooze fest this was. And now, I never pray for people to get injured. I never hope people get injured. But when it happens in your um division, it makes it a bit better. Joe Burrow, he will be sidelined for months with a turf toe injury. If people don't know what a turf toe injury is, it is a sprain or tear of the big toe that affects athletes who run or jump on hard surfaces. So what it is, it's very painful and uncomfortable. So he's getting surgery on that. He'll be out months,
3 months.
3, 4 months. What? Yeah, a
3 months.
month. And that leaves Jake Browning, and they're searching for other QBs to work with.
I think they said they signed two more QBs on Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, they are in a heap of trouble. I mean, luckily they started 2-0, but they
Luckily, it's an
barely beat,
understatement
yeah, they barely beat the Browns,
by
and
a
then they
point.
just barely beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. And obviously their schedule gets even harder. So this means the Bengals are in, like I just said, a heap of trouble, especially again in the AFC North. With us Steelers, if we can ever turn our fucking defense around, and the Ravens, who looked like the Ravens that we know, other than Derrick Henry not wanting to participate in the game whatsoever, which fucked me over my fantasy team again. So Cortland Sutton, go fuck yourself, and Derrick Henry, go fuck yourself because you cost me money.
Well, I don't know if I don't know if I would blame Derrick Henry. I
Yeah,
think it
I
was
know it's not
more
his
of
fault.
just a game plan that they just for some reason wanted to say, "Hey, look, we could pass the ball," which we already knew they could do.
Yeah, it's just I don't care. It pissed me off because I expect he was expected like 20 plus points and he got like 4. I'm pissed. What's up, outrage? Um, yeah, and a few more QB injuries. JJ McCarthy, he'll be out. He does not look good, which upsets me because I'm a Michigan fan. He doesn't look great. He's out with I believe an ankle injury. Justin
And the
Fields,
funny,
he's out with like a
well, here's what's funny about that because I was watching that game. I didn't see
I
anywhere where he hurt his ankle.
Yeah, I think they're using it as a cover. I, yes, JJ McCarthy, unfortunately, does not look good. Uh,
Yeah, now they're going to Carson Wentz. Good lord.
uh, Jason, you know a bit about Wentz, don't you? He was a good time there in Indianapolis. Um, just Fields, he's out with a concussion. And Tyrod Taylor, you know Tyrod Taylor there, Tony, don't
Yeah.
you?
Uh-huh.
Yep. Yeah, JJ's out 2 to 3 weeks with an apparent ankle injury, which again, nobody really saw where that ankle injury occurred. Washington Commanders are shoring up on the defensive end, which they need. They are signing veteran pass rusher Preston Smith, so that'll help them on the defensive end. Uh,
Jaden Daniels also
Jade,
have a so injury that we nobody's seen either.
hmm Yeah, I know. Jaden Daniels, he's injured. So a lot of injured QBs this week. And now Carson Wentz is poop water. That's a funny one. Um, Packers wide receiver Jaden Smith, he uh hurt his shoulder. He'll be out months. Sorry, he broke his clavicle. And he had a successful foot and clavicle surgery. I don't know where the foot part came in, but I guess he got foot surgery too, and he's out indefinitely. Um, let's see.
I know they announced Khalil Mack will be out.
Yeah, I'm trying to scroll down. Oh yeah, that's right. Jay showed me a story about he had a good time with. Oh boy, he um he was watching the Colts game and Carson Wentz was a QB and he threw his computer chair in it and it made a hole in the wall. So Aaron Jones. So staying with the Vikings is going to enter reserve with a hamstring injury. He's out a minimum of 4 weeks. So in fantasy, if Jordan Mason is out there, pick him up. He'll be a great workhorse there in the backfield for the Vikings. Yep. So the Vikings have signed free agent Cam Akers. Let's see. I'm scrolling through Twitter. I don't know if you want to pull up the Pigskin Pick'ems. We will go over those next. As I look up anything.
Yeah, give me
Yeah,
a sec.
Bengals signed QB Brent Ripon to the practice to the to the practice squad. They signed Sean Clifford and Mike White and wide receiver Kendrick Pryor. Man, he is going 15 miles. Oh my God. How long did the Colts stay undefeated? Twitter. Yes, I'm using Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. That's how I get my news on stuff. Yeah, and there's the Caleb Johnson will not be returning kickoffs. Thank God. I will answer your question. I think they win this week. I gotta pull mine up as well. I'm going to disappear for a second. I gotta pull mine up. Give me a minute.
Yeah, y'all definitely losing versus the Chargers. It's only week 2. Let's not get carried away.
Yeah, Jay, you're gonna have to go back and listen to what we said. About the game. Uh, yeah, because Tony isn't very too confident about how Daniel Jones looked. I tried. I gave him his credit. He looked good in 2 weeks. He actually did good against a competent defense, but we will see how that keeps going. Yeah. All right. The picks from last week. Again, I have my coworkers' picks in here as well. And I come out on top this week, actually. I got 130 points. You got 120. So a bounce back week from you after your terrible, terrible, terrible week 1. And my coworker had 110. So
Yeah, week
last
1
week,
was horrible.
yeah, we all got Chargers right, Vikings wrong, Cardinals right, Packers right, Ravens right, Steelers wrong. We got the Steelers one wrong, the Lions right, the Broncos wrong, Bengals right, Niners right, the Bills right. You went with your Giants. You got that wrong. Me and him went with the Cowboys. The Eagles game, me and you got right. He picked the Chiefs because he thought that the NFL was going to rig it to the point where the Chiefs didn't start 0-2. We all got the Bucks game right. Me and you got the Patriots game right. He picked the Dolphins, and we all got the Rams game right. So a pretty good week for us with the picking. And now on to week number 3. Yeah, fuck you, Jason. Yeah, we got the Broncos game wrong. Fuck you. Steelers gotta get their run game. Yeah, I know. I already had my rant about it. We gotta get our run game going, and we gotta stop the run for fuck's sake. Our defense looks atrocious on both ends, rushing and on the passing game. So we got to change some things up. I don't know what, but we have to change it, and we need to start getting everybody going. So, first game, Dolphins Bills. It's a tough choice here.
Bills.
It's just tough, tough choice on this one. Bills. Oh wow, another tough one. Packers, Browns.
Packers.
Um, here we go. Colts, Titans.
Reluctantly, I went with the Colts.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna lose. What if? Oh, what did that say? What if? Jesus Christ, I can't fucking see it. What? 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 Browns are sneaky. Wait until JT comes to fuck you. Um, who's JT? Am I like losing it? Miami upset. Nah, I don't think Miami upsets the Bills. There's just no way. They look that bad. It is. There's just no way they win. Colts. Yeah, I want the Colts. I don't think the Titans. I think that'll be a close game. I don't think that the Titans will win this. Bengals Vikings. This is the IR game because everybody's injured in this game.
Which game we were on?
The Bengals and Vikings.
Um, yeah, this was a tough one. I kind of went with the Bengals just because Carson Wentz is starting for Minnesota.
I don't. I mean, I won't win Minnesota just because they're at home.
There was at
Yeah.
home against Atlanta and they got destroyed.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe Carson Wentz is a bit better than JJ right now. Who knows? We'll see. Uh, Steelers, Patriots.
I went with the Steelers.
Yeah, I'm rocking with my Steelers. I think that we turn around after him. Yeah, he has some good weapons, so we'll see how it works for them for them there in Minnesota. Pittsburgh turn around against the Patriots. If we get lit up by Drake May and them, I'm gonna raise all hell next week. Um, and I know Tony picked the Steelers, but I think deep down he wants to see them lose to see me go fucking ballistic. He wants to see me go fucking crazy. Yeah, again, and with Jordan Mason, again, if he's out there in your fantasy leagues, go pick him up because he will be running a lot for that team. Rams and Eagles. I went with the Eagles. They're
Eagles.
at home. They're at home. Rams, I think they're a good team, but not a. But Hurts got to throw for over 101 passing yards, please, because that's terrible. Jets again now with Tyrod Taylor starting is the easy Bucks. Micah Baker Mayfield. He won on Monday night, so I was happy that he won. So
Yeah, definitely the Bucks.
Raiders and Commanders.
I'm saying Commanders, but if Jaden Daniels is a scratch at game time, I might switch to the Raiders.
Hmm. Yeah, I couldn't find what he was dealing with. I'll try and keep looking.
Yeah, the Browns defense might be legit, but the rest of the team isn't.
Yeah, they have to worry about the other side of the ball too. Can't just worry about um.
Yeah, if Jaden Daniels don't play, then yeah, they say he's going to be a game time decision.
Yeah, I'm trying to fucking find what is his problem, but I can't find it.
It was
Oh, I found it with a knee sprain.
yeah,
That's not good. Yeah, JJ just went to be sidelined 2 to 4 weeks with a high ankle sprain, I guess. Yeah, I went with the Commanders. I might switch that as well. And unfortunately, Austin Eckler tore his Achilles in the Thursday night game as well. So, Falcons, Panthers. I'm going with the Falcons.
Falcons.
Uh, Texans, Jags. Texans started 0-2. I see them getting their first win against their division rival in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I went with Texans, but that Jacksonville team is kind of starting to make a believer out of me. But then again, like I said, it's early in the season.
Again, and it's Trevor Lawrence. Relax. Um, yeah, high ankle sprain is no joke. Um, my favorite thing. Sorry, I wanted to just take time. One of my favorite things I've ever heard Charles Barkley say. I don't know if you've ever seen this one. Is he was on TNT and he said that being pregnant and giving birth is
Oh yeah, fucking
that it
talk
can't be
about
as
that.
painful as
Like
playing
sprained
basketball
ankle.
game with a sprained ankle. That is one of the funniest things I've ever heard somebody say. He is comedy gold. I went with the Texans. I just don't see your boy CJ Stroud going 0-3. I just don't see it.
I don't either.
Broncos, Chargers. After what I saw last week with the Broncos, I'm going with the Chargers.
So am I.
Uh, that showed me something. If Indiana Jones can do that to you, never mind what Herbert and John Harbaugh led offense, John or Jim, whatever the fuck one it is. Uh, yes, absolutely. But it's Trevor Lawrence. He always gets in his own way. Uh, no. Indiana Jones will be 3-0, but then Stroud will be 1-2. Chargers again with that high-powered offense, and the Broncos couldn't stop Daniel Jones. That that leaves me to pick the Chargers. Yes, I'm serious. This Broncos defense coming into the season, we were talking about this, but they we talk about it all the time on this show. That
Yeah, it's the most talented and well coached, but the last 2 weeks they
they
haven't
didn't,
looked like it.
yeah, they didn't show it against the in against the Daniel Jones. I keep calling Indiana. Do some homework. I know. I just said they are. Go back and watch it. I just said that they are one of the best defenses in the NFL, but they looked like absolute dookie crap garbage against Daniel Jones. They let him throw for 316 yards and he had 2 touchdowns. I Tony, did I ever say that they weren't talented?
No, we did not.
I've been saying it for weeks that they're talented. Yeah, they played like garbage. I know they're talented. They just played like shit against Daniel Jones. So that's why I'm picking the Chargers because Herbert is way better than Daniel Jones.
By
They
far.
couldn't- so if they couldn't stop Daniel Jones, they ain't coming close to stopping Justin Herbert. Saints and Seahawks. I'm going with Seahawks. Fuck you guys. I'm going.
Yeah, that's not
Uh,
even worth picking.
um, Cowboys and Bears.
Well, unfortunately, I got to pick the Cowboys.
This is my upset of the week. I'm going with the Bears.
Really?
Yes. Um, I fuck you, Jason. Yeah, you go to sleep. You're get some sleep. Uh,
Wait, I got to hear this.
I've I hyped up the Bears all off season. All off season, I hyped them up, and I understand they've looked abysmal these past 2 weeks. But if there's a team to get a win against, it's this Cowboys team. Caleb Williams. Again, if Russell Wilson tore up that defense, that Dallas secondary is really bad. Russell Wilson tore it up. They looked like they couldn't communicate even if they had walkie-talkies out there. The Bears can't stop explosive plays, but the Cowboys also cannot stop explosive plays, as we saw last week. This will be a shootout, just like that Giants and the Cowboys ones were.
Well, see, this is where I don't see it as being a shootout because, for one, okay, yes, Russell Wilson, I mean, he does throw the best deep ball in the business, but Caleb Williams' inaccuracy is showing badly in the first two games. He's been highly inaccurate. And yeah, this Dallas team, the defense is, it's at average best. You got Diggs, who's just coming off of that injury. He's still getting his legs back. Okay, you did lose Brand, but if you're going to be that inaccurate against that Dallas defense, especially that secondary, I do see them getting a lot of picks. So I just can't see it.
Again, this is my upset of the week. I don't normally go this lopsided of an upset, but if there's a team I really wanted to happen against, it's the Cowboys.
Well, yeah, obviously.
So I just and is Dak going to be that good 3 weeks in a row? I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be that good 3 weeks in a row. So I'm going with the Bears, and I'm sticking to it. If I get it wrong, I get it wrong. It's fine. I'll come on here and say I was wrong. But I'm going with the Bears. DJ Moore gets everything going this week. Caleb Williams, I think Ben Johnson gets a great game plan going after what the Giants did to them, or the Giants did to the Cowboys. He will exploit that secondary. Again, his inaccuracy is definitely a big issue, but I just really think this is where they turn it around. Is this game going against quote unquote America's team, and they get a huge win at home.
I mean, in some way, I can somewhat agree with you because I could see them coming in with their Dallas with their chests all pumped up because they won an overtime game, the visual overtime game, and I could see that as as a letdown game. But Caleb Williams' inaccuracy just scares me.
I know, but again, I gotta stick to it. I've been hyping them up all off season, and they have not looked good so far. But to me, if there's a game that they're going to do it, it's this game right here.
Which could be true.
Mm-hmm. All right, Cardinals Niners.
I took the Cardinals.
Wow.
There's just too many injuries in San Fran.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I didn't stop them last week. We didn't talk about this game, but freaking Mac Jones did not look bad. We shit on him so much when he was on the Patriots. It was a segment every week on this show. Jason, you wouldn't even know. You would have to go back and watch episodes. But I remember me and you would shit on Mac Jones every week because of how bad he looked.
This is true. This is very true.
So he looked really good. So I think it goes to show he's a good backup, but that system. Notice how every QB that's in that system with Kyle Shanahan is really good.
Yes.
You know, Brock Purdy, Mr. Relevant. I don't know if he does good in a lot of other places. You got Jimmy G. You saw what happened with him when he went to the Raiders. And now Mac Jones. We saw how he looked with the Patriots. And now he did great in the first game as a Niner. So I thought I'm going with the Niners.
This fucking name.
There he goes. Um, he reversed it, but I'll let him slide. He's tired. Um, he he looked good. They still have CMC healthy for now. So yeah, I'm going with the Niners at home, and you're going with your short king, Kyler Murray.
Okay, more than I need to know.
Wow. Oh, yeah, and then the second night game, Chiefs 0-2 versus the Giants 0-2.
If Russell Wilson that showed up against the Dallas game shows up for this game, we could beat the Chiefs.
Wow. You're really going with your Giants?
Yes.
Oh man. What else? That's a bigger upset than what I pick.
And plus, he'll be at home.
I don't know. I just don't see the Chiefs starting off 0-3. I just don't. And
I'm telling you,
that game.
they're too busy planning that wedding and honeymoon.
Mm-hmm. Uh, the Monday night game is a amazing game. Lions and Ravens.
Yeah, I'm taking the Ravens.
Yeah, me too. They're at home. And the amount of points, I went with this one at 76.
80.
I think I think this game's gonna be crazy. But back on the Giants game, yeah, I mean, is there a chance? Yes, every team has a chance to win the game. It's the game starts off at 0-0. But I again, I watched enough of Russ last year at the end of the season. In big games like this, he either does really well or I'm ignoring that one. Um, or he plays way, way worse than what you want him to. And again, he just played
Well,
so good last week
he
that
can't play no worse than week one.
mm, like he played so good last week that it's like I just don't see him doing that again. And I I think your defense struggles against Pat Mahomes. Your line will do all right. It's your secondary that worries me.
Why?
Um,
Ain't nobody, ain't no threat.
it doesn't matter. I could still see him slinging around. I think it'll kill you if Travis Kelce has like a 170-yard game and like 2 touchdowns.
He's too busy planning his wedding.
We'll
And,
see.
and,
I like your
and
comments and
worrying
your
about the
team,
honeymoon.
but I think that the Chiefs win that. I don't think it's going to be easy for them, but I think they still win it and go 1-2 on the year.
Yes, I agree. That's a game that they cannot play man coverage. because you got to keep Patrick Mahomes in front of you. You got to know where he's at all times.
You gotta have a spy, like anybody spying him, because you can't let him run. You just can't. All right, I think that's it. Unless Jason has any questions for us, we'll wait for him.
I agree.
So we'll wait for Jason. I don't know if it's delayed or not for him. Um, if he has any questions for us, because he missed a part of the stream, so we will see.
Yeah, Dante Banks hasn't lived up to the billing that he got when he came out.
Right, shockingly, he's good. That's good. Again, as you see, we're at how moderator Mary again. Yes, W, but Jay, you need to
No, we haven't talked about W yet. We was just about to.
but you need to lay off the energy supplements there, buddy. Um again, we hope that you get better soon uh with your medical situation going on.
No, you didn't miss the W promotion yet.
No. Um Again, W, we're happily and gladly still sponsored by W. Like
Until I go on one of my rants.
mhm. Yeah, Roger, he didn't do anything yet. He didn't do nothing yet, so you're okay. Um, yeah, we're still sponsored by them. Again, you can go to the website, a bunch of excellent flavors, and use our code DROPZone for 10% off of our or off of your order.
Yeah,
I
he told
know,
me
man.
that's scary.
hmm Thank God you actually went to the doctor's, old man, because you don't go. So we're definitely glad you're still here, man, because that's some scary stuff. So yeah, no more energy supplements for you, Jay. But yeah, W, again, we're still partnered with them, happily sponsored and partnered with them. If you want to take it away, oh, Tony's gone. If you want to take it away for Indiana Jones has been my savior. Um, but yeah, again, our store as well. Tony's been updating the store constantly. And I've unfortunately been working so much that I'm barely on my phone to even look at what he's been doing. But he's like, oh, here's another one. Redesigned it. Got another one. Done. Good. I'm like, Jesus. But yeah, I will let Tony take away with the store uh plug.
Yeah,
So take
so
away
I
big.
actually redesigned your Jeff Dummy of the Week shirt.
hmm
It's more of a Pittsburgh Steelers kind of feel to it now.
Good. I will look at it right now because I literally haven't even opened it. Open the message.
DJ.
Fuck, how many things did you make? The fuck?
Yeah, I kind of felt like I was slacking for a couple of weeks. So yeah, I kind of had to make up for it. Um, yeah, I've added some new leggings for the female line. A couple of hoodies. A couple of jackets. Like I said, I redesigned Jeff's Dummy of the Week shirt as well as his water bottle to where it's more. It's a one color instead of the multicolors. So you only get one color, which is black, and the lettering is in gold. So his black and gold Steeler colors. No, I will never make that bullshit.
You should make a wedding shirt for them.
No. No. Fuck no.
Man, that looks really good. I just looked at it. That looks really, really good.
That will never, ever happen. The NBA starts
Uh,
next month.
yeah, in October. So we'll have endless stuff to talk about. NFL, NBA. My favorite sport personally is NBA because I grew up playing a lot of basketball. But that's a good one. I like that one. Let Russ cook.
Yeah, I could do. Yeah, that's see. Jay just gave me a
Yep,
news
and
of his own.
I'll be sleeping. I'll get another freaking message. Done.
You gotta admit, it's been a while since you woke up to messages like that.
Yeah, it has been a little bit. And as soon as I got the one, I've been slacking. I'm like, uh-oh. Here we go. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I'm very careful with that.
Yeah, again, you can enter our code drop zone for
15%.
15% off your order of an order over $35.
Yeah, I know. That's where I found most of the stuff.
But yeah, stores still up. I say still up as if it was gonna go down, but it's uh getting more stuff each and every day pretty much. So again, there is a wide variety of things
Fuck
for anyone.
you.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're not ever getting it. So
I will never promote that bitch.
Myron, there you go. There goes our sponsor. Hopefully they don't like Taylor. Sam Darn
Why?
because he just beat the Steelers to try and to get me going. No, not a Sam Darnold one. You want a Carson Wentz one, Jason?
How about I do an Indiana Jones one tripping?
Carson Wentz one, and we'll have your chair on your wall in the background. Oh, and we'll talk about the Thursday night football. Oh yeah, Bills, Dolphins. Never mind that game. You don't even need to talk about it. Bills should
Yeah, I
slaughter
was gonna
them.
say we don't need to talk about that one.
But I just remembered what one it was, and I was like, yeah, never mind about that. Wow, you actually spent money on a Carson Wentz jersey. I feel bad for you, man. I feel bad for you. Yeah,
Where it was.
and he was probably wearing it when he did it too. when he threw his chair and broke his wall.
I'll probably say, what's today, the
Uh,
17th? I'm going to say,
I don't think he makes it into October.
I want to say
I
October 13th.
you give him a month. But yeah, I see him not lasting till October. That's just my opinion. I I don't see him lasting much longer. It's just there's just no way. Yeah. Again, and we all predicted him to be really really bad and to get fired mid-season along with Dable. But
Well,
McDaniels is definitely
here's the
gonna
sad
be first on the way out.
and here's the sad part. McDaniels is not a bad coach. He just has a bad team.
Bad team that just has given up. They don't care. You see it as they play. They just don't give a shit. So yeah, McDaniel's just gonna get fired. And I mean, I think he's lost the locker room. And they just, again, like I said, they just don't play to win. They just don't really care that much. Yeah, and I don't, yeah, he doesn't really lead that well. I think scheming wise, he's probably a good coach, but I think leading a team, he's just not. He's just not a great coach for that.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a player coach, but you got to have the players, and he doesn't have the players. Well, he got is a cast of misfits.
And again, and it's misfits that don't really
I mean, there's nothing
want
wrong with
to.
that. I mean, Bill Belichick used to do that all the time. Show up in fucking games in sweatpants and hoodies.
hmm
I mean, it's not like there's a dress code for the coaches on the sideline. Like I said, I mean, he's not a bad coach. He just has a horrible team. I mean, I'll take him in New York any day of the week. Yeah, I mean, he was a good offensive coordinator. Like I say, he's not a bad coach. He's just no, fuck no, hell no, no fucking way in hell, no snowball's chance in hell.
Sorry, I'm scrolling through Twitter and this just pissed me off. So it's an NBA topic. I know that we're talking about NFL, but there's there's people that I hate in the NBA.
Oh, me too. Well, I hate this new NBA period.
LeBron, I mean, you know, I don't like him.
I can't
Harden,
stand
I don't
him.
like him.
Jason, there
James,
is no way in hell I would take Danny Dimes back in New York. If we do take him back, send him to the Jets.
mm, I don't like Harden. I don't like Ben Simmons. Embiid, I really don't like because he complains too much for being as good as he is.
Agreed.
And and this guy isn't even in the league. Pat Bev, who his last action in the league was throwing 2 basketballs at a fan.
Oh, trust me, I will.
And in his most recent podcast episode, he said this about Trae Young. Pat Bev goes off on Trae Young and telling him he needs to win more games before speaking to him. I don't think he's won enough to even speak to me. He's been to the playoffs 3 times. I've been to the playoffs 9. My first 7 seasons, I didn't miss the playoffs at all. I've talked to people who played in Atlanta. They don't want to play there. Why? They don't think he's a good leader. They don't think he's a good teammate. You can make all the money you want. You can have all the leading assists you want. You can do all that. If you don't win, that shit won't matter. If you don't win when you retire, they're gonna forget your name.
I mean, he kind of does have a point.
But this is coming from a guy who didn't. It's not that he wasn't the reason why his teams won. James Harden is the reason why those Rockets teams won. He was not. He didn't make the play. He wasn't personally the reason why his teams made the playoffs. He was never a star player on his team. He was a great defensive menace and a annoying piece of shit.
Yeah, he was an undersized Dennis Rodman.
But don't be going around talking as if you're a superstar. Trae Young is a superstar.
I don't know if I'll call him a superstar. Maybe a star.
Sorry, he's a star. Patrick Beverley was never even close to becoming a star. And Katie commented on this. This shit getting out of hand, man. Come on, Pat, you sound delusional. He does. He sounds so stupid because Pat Bev currently, if you were so good, you'd be in the league still. Right? Oh no, you're not that good. Because as you've gotten older, these players have gotten better and better and better, and you can't keep up with them. So that's why no team even wants you. And then when you throw a ball at a fan twice, you then get pretty much no team wants you because of what you did on the bench. Again, that just angered me. Trae Young, not being a good teammate, a good leader. Yes, Wemby is obviously better than Trae Young. Obviously, no shit. But there's no need for Pat Bev to say that, to not even speak to him, because you think he needs to win more. The Hawks team he's had hasn't been that great. What do you want him to do? He's been far and away the best team on those Hawks teams, without a
Yeah,
doubt.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, that is not the first time I've heard players say that Trae Young is not a good teammate.
Yes, but when it comes from a guy who, and let's be frank, Pat Bev hasn't won nothing. What do you win? He didn't win no championship. He was talking about winning. He didn't win. Again, he keeps talking about he went to the playoff. That's okay, Jay. But Pat Bev, again, he's a defensive menace, but he didn't
Pepe's
win
pizza.
anything.
What the fuck?
He didn't win anything. That's what I'm trying to get at. And again, the reason why his teams that he was on went to the playoffs wasn't because of him. It was because of Giannis when he was with the Bucks. It was because of Kawhi when he was on the Clippers. It was because of James Harden when he was on the Rockets. He didn't win anything. And again, we talk about playoffs.
Playoffs?
Does that mean Does that mean Dak won something because he made the playoffs?
Dak hasn't won shit in the playoffs.
Exactly. So that's where I'm trying to get at. Pat Bev talks about he's won because he made it to the playoffs. Pat Bev, you didn't win shit. You haven't won shit. When you lose, you cry like a little baby. You shove Chris Paul in the one playoff series when the Suns whooped your ass. You again throw the ball at the fan twice. Yeah, so in those 9 times you've gone to the playoffs, let me see, you haven't been to the finals once either. So to me, you're on the same playing field as Trae Young, but Trae Young is a lot better than you because you had no offensive talent whatsoever. You're out there just for defense, which is okay. There's some players that are like that. That's fine. And Trae Young is the total opposite. He's a great offensive player, and his defense is atrocious. But that just pissed me off. Pat Bev, you were one of my least favorite players in the NBA because you talk as if you were an amazing player. You were a 6-man at best, and you weren't the reason why your teams won. It was your other players around you that got you to those playoffs that you want to talk about. You won to get there. Come on, this is ridiculous. I mean, he talks like this all the time, and it's really annoying. I think some players and people shouldn't have podcasts, and he's one of them because he spews nothing but bullshit. I know that you're laughing and smiling because he got me fucking fired up now.
Hey.
It's just annoying.
I'm still trying to figure out this Pepe's Pizza.
Yeah, Jay, what were we talking about? Pepe's. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he clearly says stuff to get clicks and views, whereas we say things with facts. So, that's what this internet is nowadays. They just only care about saying whatever they want to get views and clicks. That's fine. We'll keep doing it right. Sorry, I saw that. I just had to talk about it. That's annoying, and it really pissed me off.
I'm still curious about this Pepe's Pizza.
What is he talking about?
I have no fucking idea.
Jay, are you what? Are you right? What are you talking about? Oh, wow! I'm not saying that name quick.
Nope.
You're not getting me with that one. If he actually does have a brother named that, I feel so bad for him. Because it sounds like you're saying something else. If you take that G away out of Goff, you're saying something
Mm-hmm.
really bad. I'm not saying it. Because my starter will skip it and fucking say the word. But Jay, what are you talking about with the Pepe's Pizza? What do you do? We're baffled. Please.
What the fuck? Okay, now he just randomly saying shit.
I think the meds got him feeling good. I think he's going delusional. So, I think it's time to wrap it up before he keeps getting
Yeah, I
rambling.
think so too. Before we go down a rabbit hole we can't get out of.
Mhm.
Well, on that note, um, yeah, we'll look forward to seeing everybody next week.
Yeah, and if my Steelers lose, all hell will break loose.
Don't forget to hit that like and share button. And yeah, we're gonna get out of here before Jason gets us down a rabbit hole we can't get out of and get in trouble.
Hmm.
So once again, we see everybody next week.
Bye.